Okay, welcome Jebel. In this tutorial, we're going to look at Google Forms. Okay, and in Google Forms, we are going to create a quiz. And this quiz you can actually embed, that means add to your Google site. Okay, so I'm in Google Drive here. You just need your waffle actually. So just click on waffle and I'm going to scroll down and click on Forms. Okay, so I'm going to add my Google form and I'm going to use one of the templates at the top, which is blank quiz. So I'm going to click on there. And then I'm going to quickly show you how to format your form. You can change the way it looks by clicking up here. It says customize theme, and you can choose a theme color here, which you can see has changed in this section. You can click choose an image from one of these sections, or you can upload an image. I'm just going to quickly add a jelly bean background image, and that will be placed at the top just like that. You can here, if you want, click and add a form description explaining what your quiz is about. I'm just going to click on the X there, and we're going to start on our first question. Now the first question is already added. It is a multiple choice question. Okay, so I'm going to add the actual question. I'm going to say, what flag is this? Okay, this is a very simple question, and you can add an image of the flags by clicking here, and I'm going to go for a UAE flag, just like that, and click on there and insert, and then goes my flag, and I can resize my image. Okay, so there is my question, there is the image for the question, and I'm going to add 4 possible answers. You can add more if you want. My first answer goes here, so I'm going to click and I'm going to say the UK. And next I'm going to add another answer, USA, UAE, and I'm going to add one final one, France. Okay, so there are my 4 possible answers. You can, if you want, add images for each of those, but obviously in this case it's probably not a wise idea because it will give the answer away. Now, next I need to set which one of my answers is correct, and to do that I go down here to the answer key. I'm going to click on there, and obviously my correct answer is here, so just click in here and it will give you a tick. And also I need to give the amount of points I'm going to give, and I'm going to simply give 1 point for that correct answer. Okay, once you've done that, you click on done, and that will add your question to your quiz. Now I'm just going to show you how to add one more. Now, one other thing I'll quickly show you here is you can, if you want, click on this slider here, and that will make sure that this question has to be answered by the person answering the questions. And if you want to delete your question, you click on the bin here. Okay, next I'm going to add a new question. Now, there are a few other sections here. These are just add a text box. You could give maybe an explanation between questions, and you can also add an image, but I'm going to simply add a new question. I'm going to click on the plus sign here to add a new question, and this time I'm going to, again, similar question, what is this flag? Okay, but this time I'm not going to have a multi-choice. I'm going to add a drop-down list question, which is just here. So I'm going to give my person answering the question a choice from my drop-down list. So I'm going to do similar. I'm going to France, Germany, Egypt, and one other. Let's go for Ireland. Okay, now once you've done that, again, you must go down to the answer key, choose your points. I'm going for a 1 pointer again. Actually, I'll make this one for 2 points, and I'm going to choose my correct answer, and I'm going to have, we'll have the France flag. And then once I've done that, I click done, and I'm going to add my image from Google image search, France flag, there you go, and I'm going to use my France flag and insert it, and like I did for my previous question, I'm just going to resize my image, and there you go. Now you can have a go at some of the other question types, you can have a play with those. You've got checkboxes. You can have an actual short answer question. Remember, the person answering that can add any detail they want, where I've used closed questions and they can only choose one of these. Okay, and that's what you can do. Now, if you want to delete a question, you simply click on the delete button here. Now, once you've finished your questions, you can try your quiz. And to do that, you go to the top here and click on the preview. And that's the eye icon there. So I click on preview and it will give you a view of what your questions look like to answer. So I'm going to answer my first one, which is UAE, and then choose my France choice. And actually, I'll get this one wrong. I'm going for Germany. I'm going to click on submit once I've finished, and you'll see that it opens a new tab, and it will tell you that you finished and give you a button to view your score. So if I click on view score, it will say that I've scored 1 out of 3. Okay, 1 out of 3, because that was a 1 point and that was a 2-pointer. Okay, once you've done that, you can close those two tabs and go back to your editing tool. And now you'll see that you've got one response. So if I click on there, you'll see that one person's answered your questionnaire or your quiz, and you'll see their different responses, and it will tell you how many they've got correct and how many they've got wrong. Now, also, you can store the results of your quiz in a spreadsheet, and to create that spreadsheet, you scroll to the top and you click on the green with a white cross icon here, and that will enable you to give your spreadsheet a name. And this spreadsheet will be stored in your Google Drive. You can actually change this. It's actually called blank quiz at the moment. I'm going to call it flags quiz answers, and then click on create. And you will see that when you created it, it will generate your spreadsheet, and it will show you in the first column, this is a column, it will show you when the question was answered and what time. It will show you the score, and it will also tell you what the person answered. Okay, and you can close that, and if you want to access it again, you just need to go to your Google Drive and it will be stored right there. And that is how you create a quiz using Google Forms. Try it and see how you get on. Take care. See you soon.